Have you ever taken off your shoes and walked on the grass outside? I have a dear friend who taught me to do that a couple of decades ago, and he called it grounding. Joining me right now is a grounding expert, Dr. Julia Schulenberg. She's a naturopathic doctor. She has a BS degree in nursing. She worked in ICU and coronary care for many, many years. And you ground. Tell us a little bit about grounding. Is it good, or might I step on a bee?
Grounding is excellent. It's also called earthing because it affects the expression of our genes.
Okay.
And our genetic, which means it's part of epigenetics as well. So it affects
what
how
is
our
epigenetics?
Epigenetics is all the factors, internal and external environment, that affects the expression of our genes. Okay, that's apart from just our genetic panel.
Different. So the hand we were dealt, the sperm and egg became Doug, right? But mom and dad both went on to develop health problems. We all do. We all die. And I watched their lifestyle and said, okay, there really isn't any exercise. The diet is almost diametric to what I was learning about way back then. And so I took off on a different way. And thank the Lord, I don't have the problems that mom and dad had. Are you saying that's because of my chosen lifestyle, working out and eating differently than most people?
Yes, absolutely. And unfortunately, we're also inundated with synthetic, man-made, high-frequency electromagnetic fields. Here's the purpose of grounding. Those high electromagnetic fields will produce harmful ions in our bodies. Those harmful ions produces an accumulation of inflammation in our bodies. So what grounding does is it decompresses our nervous system and helps it to relax, and then spontaneously absorbs and helps the body eliminate those harmful ions.
It's so amazing now, Dr. Julia, they're talking about every disease, Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer, everything is inflammation. You know, what makes bread rise? Could that same yeast? But I'm hearing EMFs, electromagnetic fields. In this graphic you brought in, what a cute little boy, right? That's your son back many, many years ago.
Yes, many years ago.
So grounding isn't just taking your shoes off and walking in grass. Grounding is doing...
It's planting, it's gardening.
Being outside.
It's sitting, it's being outside.
You and I were talking about these Schumann frequencies.
Yes.
What are those?
Schumann frequencies come from the Earth, and they resonate at frequencies of approximately 7.8 to 33.8 hertz. Now, what's interesting is our brain wave states also resonate and functions at 7 to 33 hertz. So it corresponds with each other because we came out of the Earth. Okay, so that's why grounding is so important. So when you connect with the ground by sitting, standing, gardening, planting, walking on the beach, hiking, being in nature, you're actually connecting with the earth frequencies. And when that happens, it reduces the accumulation of the harmful ions that contributes to inflammation in the body.
You know, the more I study and the more I talk to you, which I get the opportunity, my wife and I get the opportunity to talk with you, the more I realize God made no mistakes. I mean, you're saying the resonance of the earth and the resonance of our brain, and then we interrupt that. You know, along comes technology and we want to download a movie in 2 seconds, so let's put these towers up in Zoom. Folks, you really have to think. If you need help, go on our website, go on Dr. Julia's website. It's really simple, Holistic Healing with an H. Sometimes spelled with a W, Holistic Healing with an H, JS, juliaschulenberg.com. There, folks, you can get more information about what she does. Maybe you want to talk to her. You do teleconferences?
We do teleconferencing, phone consulting, virtual clinics. So I want to add one thing, just for perspective. If the ground and the Schumann frequencies is 7.8 to 33 hertz, the synthetic man-made high-frequency electromagnetic fields, they will send out frequencies in the hundreds, the thousands, the millions, and the billions of cycles per second. Think of that hitting our bodies versus us connecting to the Schumann resonance from the earth.
Thank you so much, Dr. Schulenberg, for coming in and being with us today.
You're welcome. Thanks.
That's good. Very, very good. It's almost like you know what you're talking about.